I'll be in Bangkok at some point. My opponent's berserking. Okay, I'll berserk back because he's 1440. Let's play e4. Let's stick with e4 for a little bit. Ah, the Petrov. Let's just play some mainline. I told myself before this tournament started that I'm going to try and play more like classical chess. It's more positional in nature. Okay, so we'll go back. I'll admit I really don't know too much theory here. For students who play against the Petrov, I usually recommend knight c3. It leads to some easy position to play, usually leading to opposite side castling. Queen e7, that's a very good sign that he doesn't know this variation. Queen e7 is just a positional mistake because it blocks a bishop and slows down development and aligns the king and the queen on the open file. So rook e1's coming next, and good things are about to happen, hopefully. So queen d7, okay, admitting his error. I think I'm going to play rook e1 anyway. Actually, rook e1 bishop e7. I was thinking I could play queen d4, but then he just castles. The goal is to prevent black from castling somehow. So rook e1, bishop e7, queen d5. Queen d5 looks interesting, but then c6. Ah, I have an idea. Rook e1, bishop e7, knight g5. Takes, knight c6. Maybe like queen h5. Let's play rook e1 first. I'm trying to maximize like the temporary advantage, the fact that I'm developed a bit more and castled, have the e-file. Looking at bishop e7, bishop g5, and then castling. And then I take, and he takes back. But I don't think there's any useful discoveries. So knight g5 looks more appealing. Queen d4. Or queen d5. I mean, knight g5 might just be hopeful too. But it makes some sense. I'm just trying to initiate the trade of bishops and get the battery on the file. Kiyomi suggesting moves. Could be tricky. Rook e1, bishop g5 to provoke f6. Yeah, if bishop g5 worked, I would go for it. But yeah, castling I think would have been enough. So I'm getting the battery. And now the king is tied down to defending the bishop, expecting knight c6. And now the king is not tied down. So I was looking at queen h5 earlier, which I think I'll go for. Focusing on a new target. If g6 and maybe queen h6. And then the king is tied down to f7. So castling queenside shouldn't work. I am spending a lot of energy against this much lower rated player, but that's life. Chess takes energy. I also have ideas of knight e6 here. Never mind. So queen h6 or queen f3. Queen f3, castling. Oh, let's play queen h6. I think it's important to prevent castling. And now I just take. There's bishop f8. Oh, bishop f8, there's a nice move, queen h3. Pinning the queen and guaranteeing winning the exchange. So the rooks are forked. It's a miracle. Oh, he plays bishop f8. So I play this. The nice thing is the rooks aren't connected, so he doesn't have like rook e8. If the bishop was somehow on g7, rook e8 would save him. But I'm accepting double h-pawns. I'll win one of the rooks for a knight. I'll have an extra pawn too, so I won f7. That's nice. And I'll get the bonus berserk points if I win this. Bishop e7. I don't know. I could take either rook, or I could take the queen. Ooh, let's take the queen first. If he takes with rook, I win this flat out. Takes with king, then I take here. And now I'll play quicker. And now we're going to see why rooks are dominant over minor pieces, especially in the endgame. But I do have to save the bishop. Let's move towards the center. The plan is rook d1, c4, c5. Open up more files. Restrict the knight. Sometimes when you're up material, a decent strategy is just to kill your opponent's counterplay. Ensure that they have nothing, and go for simplifications. Defend the pawn, restricting the knight. This structure is usually very good against a knight on c6. So he's maneuvering. Let's double up. Expecting knight f4. Rook e3 would get forked. Do I play a3? Let's play a3. A3, knight c6. Let's just do this then. Now rook e7 is a massive threat, which is hard to stop. Now I think the goal is to double up rooks on the 7th rank and just start eating pawns. I just want to play rook g7. Oh, I forgot about that. But that pawn doesn't matter. Rook g7. I could win the a pawn. Should have seen a2 was hanging though. Okay, let's just double up rooks. He's calculating h6, rook e7, rook c8. But then I'll win the h-pawn and try and just win on the king side. I should pay attention to my back rank. For the time being, it's safe. Knights are not very good at back rank mating. So the goal is just to win these pawns and then push. He's defending. So let's try harder. There's c5. Oh, let's put the rook back. Interesting. Okay, now I'm winning more stuff. King b6 is a better try. Winning lots more stuff. Let's just not mess around and promote. Okay, decently hard-fought game. Been a while since I've had to mate like this, at least in a slower game. Why not just force a rook trade? Could I have forced a rook trade earlier? Maybe I could have, with rook e8. Yeah, rook e8 also possible. I thought the combination of rooks was more fun to play with. But sometimes positions like this, there's multiple ways to win. Back to tournament. So I got 3 tournament points for winning that game. 170th place. Not sure if that game was YouTube worthy. Maybe it is. We'll see.